Hi, this is Laurel with Guided by Love, and this is the place where the family we belong to is love, and the wealth we live by is grace and gratitude. So, we are going to do a collective read tonight, and it is going to be with the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. And then I'm going to pull you a mystic Celtic blessing card at the end of the read, okay? So let's go ahead and see Archangels, Angels, Ascended Masters. What is it that everyone needs to know for this daily read? What is it that everyone needs to know? Guides, Ascended Masters, Archangels, Angels. The card came out. Ooh, two of them came out. Okay. At the bottom of the deck is communication, and that's a 41. So it is a 5 put together. So change. There may be change in the way that you communicate, maybe a change in the way you communicate with spirit. It may be incoming communication for you from either spirit or from someone important in your life. And I see this is a really, really grounding picture, lots of grounding energy. So it's going to be important for you if you're receiving from spirit to really be grounded in the physical so that you can hear and you can receive the communication from spirit from the higher realms. Okay, so that's the overall energy. And then the first one that came out, whoop, is the Lady of the Lake, number 8. Ooh, abundance. And this is absolute truth, courage, self-respect, and responsibility. And I feel like it somewhat coincides with the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords knows who she is. She takes responsibility. She goes by absolute truth. She doesn't take any BS from anyone. And yeah, she stands in the truth. She expects the truth. And you can see she's surrounded by water because she's the Lady of the Lake. So I feel like this is also symbolic of the emotions, taking responsibility for her own emotions, and expecting others to do the same. And she's got that sword dripping wet, so it's like she's a very aware of the emotions around her. Yeah, she's kind of yeah, she represents the highest order of respect for yourself. Wow. In order for you to operate in the world. So yeah, she has a very keen sense on the emotions surrounding her. She picks up on the emotions I'm getting intuitively. And, it's moving forward in your life, taking responsibility. Um, if she listens to her intuition, if she's signaled to move, she moves with action. And knowing that, when she listens to the divine and she does what's requested, she's going to receive victory. But definitely a lot about, personal responsibility and shaping reality, shaping our reality and consequences for that. Seeking the sort of truth within yourself. And, when you seek that truth within yourself, you're going to have that success, that victory. And she has the strength and support. You see the rocks behind her. She has the strength and support of, the universe behind her. She has the stability, the strength of the universe behind her in her quest for wholeness and abundance. Wow, that's a powerful card right there. And then the next one that came up is perception, and that's a number 6. So again, wow, that's a very grounded view as well. So a lot of grounding energy coming in today. So that is an important thing. Wow, and it says romance. So oops, I'm sorry, perception. So perception is looking at, everybody has a different perception, and our perception is based on our upbringing, how we were raised, beliefs, schools that we went to, the things that, the life experiences that we've had, base our perception. Perception is everything. It's a marker. They call it in this deck, it's called a marker, a sacred journey marker. And just contemplate how you look at the world. Through what eyes do you see the world? Do you see it through prejudice or judgment? Do you view it through present circumstances or projecting your past? How do you view the world? This is kind of this today. It's the time for slowing down to observe from all angles. It calls for objectivity and a willingness to examine your life and others through neutral pair of eyes. So it's about being aware, transcending the ego's separated sense of self, rising above it, seeing through your soul and knowing that things are always what they appear to be, or knowing that things aren't always what they appear to be. So it's rising above, balancing out the ego's separated sense of self, rising above it and knowing that things are not always what they appear to be. Once you've shifted your perception, you may find that this was all that you needed to do in order to shift things in your life. Wow. Wow, that's pretty incredible. And then the last one we got is disruption. And this is that was a number 6, home service family. And that makes sense to me because perception is the life experiences that we've had. And the last one is disruption, 39, which is a 12, which breaks down to a 3. So birth, death, and rebirth. And 39, disruption, this is a marker as well on a sacred journey, and it warns of shaky foundation placed on a faulty line. Reminds that shakeups are necessary when you need a wake-up call. It's a warning for you to be deliberate and alert when making decisions. And there may be some shifting in your plans or your ideas, or a total destruction of something hard won or worked for or desired. It just is a reminder that in life, all people, all places, all concepts, all things, they can be fleeting on the path to wholeness. Only spirit is stable and eternal. And that is kind of an inner warning. Disruption brings delays, upsets that have a hidden gift for opportunity within them. Yeah, and I always think of it as, sometimes, when things implode or when things break down, it's, breaking down, I mean, like picture like this little rock and it just crumbling. When things break down or implode, it's a death of something so that something new can come in. Okay. So those are our main cards. And then I'm going to ask, what is the blessing? So we have, and disruption can mean change as well. Change, and seeing this flowing of water it could mean it doesn't necessarily have to be bad, but it could be a change in the way, in the flow that you do things. It could be a change in, when you change your perception, you become more into the flow of life, into the eternal flow, into the universal flow, where things flow effortlessly. So we have Lady of the Lake, self respect and self responsibility, tied into emotions or perception, and change, disruption, change happening. Okay, for the collective. So let's see what your mystic Celtic blessing is. What is the mystic Celtic blessing for everyone today? Oh, we got two of them, guys. This is great because this goes with a blessing on a resolution. And she's putting that, she's aiming that dagger, and she's got it like placed up against her heart, like she's listening to her heart instead of the ego. And that's a number 9. So those of you that are life path 9, yeah, she's listening to her, she's got that up against her heart, listening to her heart, but a blessing on a resolution. And then the second one, a blessing of forgiveness, number 4, stability, security, safety, wisdom. Wow. And that's reminding me of a dream catcher. Actually, it's reminding me of it, sacred geometry. Yeah, a light code, sacred geometry shape. So a blessing on forgiveness. Wow. And that's the crescent moon is hiding there in the background too. So there might be some need for forgiveness around the new moon. Excellent. So you guys, there's some change coming on down the pike with the collective. Of course, take what resonates and leave the rest. There's change in perception. There's change in the way that things are done, possibly in your life. And, there's that taking responsibility, respect. And when that happens, things around you, not only you change within, but you change, the things around you change. So very powerful. I am going to let you go, and I'm wishing you so much love, so much joy. Namaste.